What is up, everyone? It's been a while. I hope everyone can hear me. Let's see. How do I check if I'm currently live? So, how's everyone doing? It's been a while. When did I do? When did I did the episode 6? No way. 6 months ago? Couldn't be. I thought it was like. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I need to double check whether I'm alive. Oh, I'm alive. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm live, but I can't see the update on the on my account. Oh yeah, now I can see it. Oh yeah, now I can. Maybe I should move a little bit to the middle. Anyway, how's everyone? How's the past 9 months been? 2024 has surely been like woof, that fast. I don't know. But I think like somewhere in August, I think that was the longest month. Everybody was like, you know, complaining about August. But yeah, September was my birthday, my 54th. And it was pretty special a bit because I spent it overseas in India, in Puducherry to be exact. Never would I have thought, when 2024 started that I'd be celebrating my birthday in India this year. So, yeah, let's talk about that trip first. So I flew off on the 2nd of September. I'm just going to talk while I do my, color with numbers, yeah? I don't think you need me to look at the camera anyway. So, yeah, I always play with my iPad. I think that's the only reason why I bought this iPad. Because I want to play color by numbers. Oh, was it not charged? Okay, it's charged. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I was I flew off on the 2nd of September. Uh, it was somewhere. I think it was at 9 a.m. ish. Flew on SQ. So got to Singapore at about 12ish or so. And it happened so that my cousin Lijan was also on his way back to Australia. So yeah, so we had some time to kill before our next flight. So we went out to Jewel, but by the time we went to Jewel, it was like we got bored, and it was very hot. Somehow I don't know what's wrong. Changi, the airport wasn't really, as if the aircon wasn't working well. So, and there were a lot of people, of course. It's Jewel, so it was around lunchtime and like that. So we decided to just check in. Well, I mean, we don't have any baggage to check in because everything is just forwarded to the next our next flight. So we just went in, and then it was better. We had lunch. Then I think I found a place to rest because my next flight was at 8 also 8 p.m. Yeah. So killing time, I went around. I didn't do any shopping, I think. I can't remember. I don't think I bought anything. I went around the Terminal 3. But yeah. But the flight, finally, I think uh, we, oh, before the flight, when we were like seated, the captain always makes an announcement. Blah, blah, blah. He was already saying that, it's gonna be a bumpy 2 hours. The first 2 hours, it's about a 4 hours flight from Singapore to Bangalore. So yeah, he already warned us that when everyone that it's gonna be a bumpy ride for the first 2 hours, and surely it was. It was the bumpiest ride I've ever experienced. As just shaking, for the 2 hours. But the crew was just also calm and serving food like normal. So like so you were eating like that. So and I was seated the last row at the back. I purposely chose that, and I was lucky that there was nobody in the middle, and there was a guy at the window side. But yeah, somehow I was pretty calm. I didn't get so much like I didn't get too paranoid and what's the volume on this one? Oh yeah, so I didn't get so paranoid. I just ignored it. Had dinner, watched a movie, tried to distract my mind from overthinking, imagining unnecessary things, and then I'm doing this. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So and then I fell asleep while watching the movie. I think I was watching a Bollywood movie. I forgot the name already, but yeah. I fell asleep, and then when I woke up, it was really calm. So the final 2 hours was very calm. I think once we left the Asian side, once we got to the Indian Ocean, once we moved away from the Indonesian side, the Indonesian islands, everything was calm. So yes, I woke up and I was like, okay, and I started to connect to the internet. Internet is free, by the way. Wi-Fi is free on SQ flights, even the one from Brunei to Singapore. So even if you're in economy, you get free Wi-Fi. So that's the reason why I took SQ anyway, because of free Wi-Fi and food, I guess, and also their service. And I think the plane, we were on the A350. So yeah, it's a big plane. I mean, so it's pretty. I was pretty, confident. Everything would be fine. But the hearing the engine roar full time was kind of scary. He's like, roar, just trying to fight the turbulence, I guess. So that was crazy. Yeah, but by the time to reaching Bangalore, I think about probably about 45 minutes or so, an hour or so before reaching Bangalore, the internet was cut off because India doesn't allow Wi-Fi or internet on the plane to be activated when you're flying above them. So yeah, has the rules. So yeah, after that, so gotta put down the phone and and then go watch another movie. So and by the time we arrived, landing was smooth. I remember, and then I think we landed a little bit early somehow. It was about 11:30 p.m. Bangalore is 2.5 hours behind us, behind Brunei. So yes, almost got. Uh, yeah, it was easy. Going to the immigration, no questions at all. I was not like my very first time the other day. The last time I went in December, they were asking for, I was interviewed about where I'm going, where I'm staying, who am I visiting, and all that. So, yeah, the immigration guy just, look at my passport and then flick through. Oh well, yeah, just try to find my previous visa and everything like that, and didn't even ask anything, and just like threw my passport to me, which wasn't very nice. But I guess he wasn't having a good day. Oh, it's been a very long day for him. So yeah, I'm just grateful. I don't, I it wasn't a hassle to enter. And then yeah, my friends, of course, Hasmin and Herman was waiting for me. So yeah, then we took the cab, the EV ride to the apartment, which took an hour. So yeah, was pretty far. And then yeah, it was good to be back again to the familiar Hilton. Okay, I forgot the name of the place already. Tree something. But yeah, the next day I can't remember. I think we spent about we went out to eat and shop. I think for the first 2 days, or I think 3 days. I think I was in Bangalore. So, and then only on the 5th, I think, we flew to, no, no, no. I think we flew on the 4th, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, so after a few days in Bangalore, we flew to Chennai. Chennai is about an hour away from Bangalore. By the way, RB is flying to Chennai in starting November. So, if you want to have your first trip to India, I think Chennai would be good. It's it's about a 5 hours flight, I heard. So it's better than flying SQ. I mean, in terms of the time, because with SQ you have another layover of at least 6 hours in Changi, which could be costly and and tiring actually. Just if you have nothing much to do, not unless you have, even if you have lounge access, you won't be able to spend the whole time in the lounge anyway. So usually lounge will only allow you to get in 2 hours before your flight, something like that. I have lounge access, but I didn't feel like it. I just want to walk around and, just explore Changi because it's been a while since I've been there, which was like in January, early this year. So yeah, we flew to Chennai. We arrived in the evening. Chennai was like hectic as usual, you know, with the traffic and just just the chaotic as I say as Delhi or Jaipur. We checked in at Holiday Inn. We had our stay included dinner, so we had dinner, which was a buffet dinner, and we were surprised there's beef on the menu. So yeah, which is very rare. After dinner, we went to the mall, one of the biggest mall in India and in Chennai. I forgot the name, but yeah, we didn't have much time. I think we only had an hour by the time we got there before closing time. So I did some rush shopping for clothes to wear in Puducherry, and then by the time by the time we were done, it's everything was closed. So went back and we just had an early night because we will be moving to Puducherry quite early in the morning. So we had our breakfast. I think by 8 or 9 was it. Our driver was already arriving. So Puducherry is about 3 hours or so, 3 hours by car. So I think the driver took us not you by the coastal road. So we we arrived around. Weather was pretty good. So Puducherry is more on the coastal side. So there's like a long straight stretch of beach also, but it's pretty rocky. So you can't really swim. Chennai has also a long beachfront. They're well known for that. I think it's the longest beach in India. I think so. Once we reached Puducherry, Puducherry was hot. I think it's the same like Brunei. I think by the when we were there, it was like 30, 31, 32. I think, and you would sweat. In Bangalore, it's not humid. So it's the same temperature, it's like 30, 29, but you don't sweat. So, yeah. So Puducherry was nice. It's We stayed around the White Town part of the region of the city, I guess. Yeah, you can call it the city. So which was like the building, you know, French influenced because the French used to stay around those areas. Yeah, that's why that's why there's a lot of cafes there and like you all with all the French pastries and all that. So yeah, there's a lot of them and they're pretty good. They have the promenade where we stayed at our hotel was called the promenade, which was very nice. I think everybody that would be the perfect place to stay if you want to be at the promenade, the walk, the beachfront area. So that's where there's a lot of cafes and I think there's a couple of restaurants and all that. Our hotel has a rooftop restaurant and they have also their main restaurant, the seafood, serving seafood during the weekend and everything. So that was nice. My mic's still on. Okay, good. So yes, Puducherry has yeah, Puducherry is like as since it's by the beach, so the seafood is pretty fresh always and quite reasonable. So for my birthday, we had dinner. We had a lobster feast. We have the soup. We had the salad. We had the lobster roll. And then we had the lobster thermidor and all that. That's crazy, but it was good. It was good fun. It was cheap. I think I can't remember how much that was, but I think it's like for the three-person we spent. I think it was less under. It was just under $200. I think so. Yeah. So we in Puducherry we went to the. Oh yeah, we went to the beach. This supposedly kind of like day. It's a popular beach. A beach, popular beach island. Well, I don't know. Was it really an island? Yeah, kinda, I guess. So on online and on Instagram, the pictures like looks like pretty awesome. There's like, I in our head, I think we were expecting like Goa, but when we got there, I was like, oh man, I didn't think I posted a lot about that place, but I'll put it in the comments, in the description later, the name of the place and to I don't know by I don't know if it's gonna improve or anything like that, but it was pretty disappointing. uh, we kind of like wasted half a day of that, but it was okay. It was an experience. At least we know. Also, Puducherry is also well known for the the it's called what's it called again? I forgot the name already. Yeah, it's a very this spiritual place. So we went to what was it? Now I forgot. But yeah, basically, it's it's a it's a place where they don't use money. So it's a community of people from different countries. Let me Google it out. I didn't come prepared. So yes, so the place is quite yeah, I forgot the name. So this place is quite popular for people to like meditate. Puducherry, yeah, Puducherry attraction. Oh yes, now I know. Auroville, yes, Auroville. So Auroville, so it's like it's quite limited. I think you there, but people will go into the. It's a pretty cool place though. But if you really want to go like inside, yeah, inside the dome, that yeah. So it's in. Let me just read you the Wikipedia. It's an experimental township. So founded in 1968 by Mira Alfasa. She's known as the mother, and designed by architect Roger Anger. So yeah, so this place is huge, really huge. You won't finish it in a day. No, you could probably like they even have places you can stay there. So so you get to access lots of the areas, but the main area, the main garden, you won't be able to film. You have to leave your phone with the security outside. And and to get into the dome, the golden dome, that one you have to even write first to them to seek permission. You have to write at least a week in advance, and you cannot write it you cannot write your email while you're like not in India. You have to be already in India. You have to give your address because they need to verify it and everything like that. So yes, so apparently when you get into the middle of the dome, it'll it'll be silent because it I don't know, look it up on on YouTube. There's a lot of video about it, but yeah, it's a very interesting place. So we went on a Sunday. I think that park, that area was closed on Sunday, but because our guide is like one of the community members, he managed to get us in. So we had a walk around. We got under the dome, and and just enjoy the place. It was quiet. Usually, on Sunday you can only access it through a viewpoint quite a distance from the area. So yeah, we were lucky. We went in and we sat under the big banyan tree, which is like they say it's like 100 years old. So yeah, it was nice. I think by that time, yeah. So after that, we that was our last visit in at last stop at Puducherry, and then we went back to Chennai. We had a long time before our flight back to Bangalore. So we just went to the mall which is attached to the airport. So so there's like two big malls attached to the Chennai airport. I was like, you know, everything, all the food court, and if you want to shop and everything like that, it's all there. So layover at Chennai airport is not bad at all. And the airport is pretty nice and clean also. So we went back to Bangalore, and I think I spent another 3 days or so in Bangalore. 3 4 days, 3 days I think. So managed to go to the zoo, to the safari. That was really fun. I think you can see it in my IG for that one. And then yeah, then I flew back on the 13th. Yeah, it was quite all right. The flight was just there were some bits of turbulence, but it wasn't like long. It was like like a minute or two, and then it stopped for about half an hour to an hour, and then it came back. So that was all right. That no less drama than the flight to before that. And then I arrived. We arrived in Changi at about what time was that? About 6 in the morning. So yeah, I slept most of the flight. I was lucky again. Middle seat was empty, and then yeah, and then my flight home was 12 p.m. Got back to Brunei. Landed in Brunei about 3 p.m. So yes, my second time in India in 2024, and I was glad to be able to visit different parts of India. Um, I really want to go to Bangalore again, but my friends are back here now, so there's nobody else to visit there. Um, but I do want to go to Chennai and explore Chennai because we only had technically less than a day in Chennai. Mm, more like just about 12 to 14 hours, I think. And mostly it was at night. So we were like in bed most of the time of that. Um, there are pretty interesting places. So I was tempted to buy the Chennai flight during the recent travel fair. Did you get any tickets or flights during the travel fair? I managed to get the $99 flight to KK, but I bought it, just so I can get into the lucky draw, maybe to win the iPhone 16. I don't know, I don't know, just for the sake of it. But yeah, I already fixed a date when I want to fly for that. I don't know if I'm gonna like change it and choose a different destination. I'm still undecided. So yes, it's been yeah, the trip to my latest trip to India. I only planned it like about less than about a month before my flight. Or no, was it 2 months? I guess. Yeah, I only bought the ticket just I guess mid July or something like that. Yeah, India is, again, I think, wonderful. I think, what's the tagline? Incredible India? But yeah, it's really, I'm still really amazed with, you know, how different it is from the ones we get to see on online, on TikTok and on, because people will always share all those, not really hygienic stuff and everything like that. I mean, there's no doubt that those places exist, but you gotta be also clever about it. You don't go to places where tourists are not, you know, they're not familiar with tourists. Where only the locals go and everything like that. So yeah, you need to be very clever and know your limits. Like trying street food is not really recommended. But yeah, if you're adventurous and you're willing to take the risk, so that'll be up to you. But all the places we go to, we make sure everything is prepared, clean, and everything like that. There's no need to bring bottles of water from Brunei. There's they have over 100 types of water, I'm sure, you know. what types of water you want, distill, still, or sparkling, or whatever, There's a lot. Restaurants will always offer you a variety of water, bottled water. Even if you look at the supermarket, there's a lot of choices you can go for. Oh wow. Oh my god. It's already 1:16. And I thought tomorrow is, oh my dude. Oh my god. I thought tomorrow is Sunday. It's Saturday. No, it's Friday. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it. I better call it a night and get to bed confident. Oh my god. All right. I shall continue this later, next time. So I guess this part will be called, is more on my India trip, my latest India trip. All right. Anyway, good night, everyone. I better get some sleep. Talk to you soon again. Bye.